When you control your mind, you control your game. While most basketball coaches were pushing their teams to train harder and faster, Phil Jackson did the opposite. He slowed things down. He was called the Zen master.
We talked about mindfulness as being, as much as we pump iron and we run to build our strength up, we need to build our mental strength up. We need to build our mental strength so we can focus, get one-pointed attention, and so that we can be in concert with one another in times of need. When you come off the court, you've had a bad call, things going wrong for you, you sit on the bench, you take a breath, and you reset yourself. You reset yourself. And you do that through this mindfulness. You just come right back in and collect yourself. So we practiced mindfulness, is what you have to do. It wasn't totally dark, but I wanted them to get the idea of being able to do things that are just out of the ordinary, like silence day. You have a day of just silence. There's a lot of chatter in basketball, and rightfully you want players to be talking to each other and communicating with each other. But sometimes in practice it gets too verbose and guys are yelling and having fun with each other and teasing each other. So I tried to take things out of the ordinary and make them something special so they'd understand the difference.
While most basketball coaches were training their teams on basketball drills, Phil Jackson was training his teams in the art of Zen, of visualization, breathwork, and meditation.
I think Phil had a lot to do with that, with his Zen practice, his whole emotional approach to a game of basketball. I've experienced a lot of different coaches, but he gave me the understanding about life in a whole different frame. I think his teaching or the understanding of Zen Buddhism is how you view yourself to deal with the realities of life surrounding you, and somehow be able to correlate that to a simple game as basketball.
And nobody embodied this better than the man himself, Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan's biggest strength was that no matter how big the game, no matter how big the moment, he was always present.
This is something that we talked about a lot as a basketball team, is about how to be in the moment, being able to visualize what might happen in those times. Michael so embraced this, and I think that was the beauty of his game. Is
things tend to slow down. As I go into situations that people don't know the outcome, I've already experienced them in my mind, just playing tricks with myself. So it didn't seem new to me, and I wasn't afraid to fail with it.
In the game of life and business, in those really challenging moments, most of us end up overthinking or overreacting. But here's the thing that Phil Jackson has taught all of us, that the greatest thing that you can do when the world is asking you to go faster is to slow things down. Because when you control your mind, you control your game.